Hey, thanks for joining us for 21 Next. I am TJ Anthony. There's a couple things we're going to talk about today, but a big story that we're going to talk about is involving curfew going on right now in Harrisburg. So the mayor had a press conference on Friday where she announced that there will be a curfew starting Friday, all because of minors in the area, and they really want to crack down on crime involving minors. They said they've even seen reports of minors having guns. Even they've seen videos of that. So it's something that really want to crack down. And this is something that a lot of parents have actually been asking for, and people in Harrisburg have been asking for a while now. So some people are happy to see this curfew enacted. But here's the deal with this. There's been some confusion surrounding the curfew. So at the press conference, the mayor said if a child is on the streets after 11, there will be consequences. So many thought 11 p.m. that was the curfew time, but a sign recently was seen and that had a very different time on there. So CBS 21's Maxine Rose has been digging into this all day. Maxine, you've been speaking with people part of the city even about this. So that time that was on this sign, it was actually a couple hours before that 11 p.m. curfew that was talked about on Friday.
Oh, right, TJ. So right now I'm standing on 2nd Street. I'm in front of where Sawyer's is, if you're familiar. And there's a sign you might see, looks just like this. Oh, it's hard to show you up here. Okay, there we go. So you can really see what it says there. You might miss it, but there are quite a few of them in this area. And look what it says here. It says curfew hours 9 p.m. to so 9 p.m. there, saying multiple times throughout 2nd Street here. But Friday, as you said, TJ, we're hearing PM. We also looked into this and the ordinance, which it actually lists on here on the bottom of this sign. The ordinance that the curfew is actually 10 on the weekdays and then midnight, for a weekend. So we have 9, we have 10, we have midnight, and then on Friday, we have 11. So what is it? And that's exactly what we were looking at, Jay.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions. I mean, that sign says a lot right there. You spoke
Yeah.
to Lamont Jones about this, and he says
Yes.
that the signs were new, right? But the city had a conflicting statement about the signs and when they were put up.
Right. So we reached out to the city today, of course, asking, what do we know about these signs? Are they new? If they were put up recently, why do they say something different than about on Friday or even what is said on the ordinance? So here's what we heard. The city said that these are old and incorrect. So the ordinance, the city said, is also incorrect. So essentially what they're saying, these will be changed. These are wrong. But again, like you said, Lamont Jones says that these are new. So it brings you back to that point, right? If these and the city maybe is getting the wrong information from someone, whatever it might be, if these are new, why are they still wrong? Why is there no consistency here? And that's what I was talking about with some people in this area. If you're seeing signs, you're being told the other thing, but it's really this, I mean, that's a lot of confusion for something that has already been a highly controversial topic in this area, right? We're hearing a lot from both sides, parents and kids and whatnot about this curfew in itself. And what even is it? When is it even happening?
Yeah, no, a lot of questions indeed. So, did you get a direct answer from the city about when is the curfew? When are they starting it? Just to clear up all this confusion.
I did ask that question, and I felt like, TJ, I was asking the same question multiple times to try and get, that clear answer, and never really got it. But of course, in them saying, in the city communications director saying, well, the sign is wrong, the ordinance is wrong, we're sticking by what Mayor Wanda Williams has to say. It's us to believe 11 could actually be it. But we're still waiting, TJ, to get that final answer. And we know we will share that with you. And hopefully we'll be able to see it kind of get enforced too. So that's the next layer. The mayor does not have to get the curfew approved by the city. The city council. So she says 11, maybe 11 is what it's going to be. We really just have to keep an eye on this and keep finding out what's happening.
Yeah, and I'm curious, you spoke to some people in the downtown area. What did they have to say about the curfew?
Yeah. Well, okay. So first of all, on the note of the curfew in itself, as I said, controversial, right? You're hearing mixed things. A lot of people are also saying when it comes to the timing, though, if it really is 9, some people say that's right, 9. Kids, especially on school nights, they should be in, they should be going to sleep, they should be getting ready for bed, whatever it might be. Others say 11 because you can get all of your things done, get your groceries, whatever, go home. So there really is some mixed reactions there. But I am hearing overall, just with only the people I've spoken with today. So that's, of course, not everybody in the city of. Seems like people feel that the curfew could be a good idea. I think there is some hesitancy, though, making sure that it is, not necessarily, kids maybe aren't getting away with anything. That's the big concern, that they want to make sure that this is strict enough that it's working and that there are changes actually being made, TJ.
Yeah, and we do want to hear from what you all have to say about this. We just saw a comment pop up. We could pop that up again. That would be great. But someone, there they are. Lauren Michaels says, no fine, just give the kids community service. So there's a lot of mixed reviews, mixed reactions about this. So please continue to make your voices heard. We want to hear from you. We're going to be broadcasting your comments on air on our 5 and 6 o'clock show, also on our streaming show 21 Next as well. So please just continue to make your voices heard. We want to continue to hear from you. And Maxine, so back to this sign that just caused all of this confusion. So the city spokesperson did say that they're sticking by what the mayor had said in that press conference, which was 11 o'clock. So when can we expect to get some new signs up?
Yeah, so I mean, I also just want to clarify, it just seems, she's always going, the city communications director is going to support what Mayor Wanda Williams is saying. Again, that is not for sure that 11 but we are looking at getting that clear answer just for clarification. But yes, so talking about changing these signs, the city communications director said, she wanted to get these changed ASAP. We've been here pretty much all day long, TJ. We've been fine. There's a few down there. It has not been touched yet. We were on this, first thing we got to the station today, we even had these questions when the press conference happened on Friday. So this has been here, for some time. She says it's been there for several years, that they're old. So they've been here several years. Why have they not been changed yet? Right. So where do some action be done? But at this point, TJ, at the end of this Monday, these signs have not been touched.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Maxine. I know you will continue to stay on top of that story. And of course, remember, we do want to hear from you. So just continue to pour and type your comments and your concerns down below under this page. But Maxine, thank you so much for your reporting. Awesome. And that concludes our 21 Next. For more of these stories, as well as other stories we're following, make sure you tune in at our 5 o'clock show that is happening within the next 45 minutes. Also our 6 o'clock show, which is happening tonight as well. Awesome. We'll see you then. Thanks for joining us for 21 Next.